Good evening. My name is George Russell. I'm the District 3 City Councilor and the Chairman of the Public Works Subcommittee. I'm joined at the table by my colleagues, Councilor Merrill Carlson and Councilor Pasillo, the other two members of the committee. The Deputy City Clerk, A.J. Potter, is to my left, over by my left shoulder. He's going to be clerking the meeting. Commissioner Westerling from DPW and Commissioner Raleigh is here from Traffic and Mobility, along with Todd Kilrain from Traffic and Mobility. I'm not sure what Todd's title is, but we'll just call him Todd for now, and we'll keep it at that. Mr. Clerk, would you first read the item 1 in case we have anyone calling in?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Absolutely. Pursuant to Chapter 20 of the Acts of 2021, and in order to ensure active public engagement, the City of Worcester currently allows for both in-person and remote participation at all of its meetings. To join in the meeting, you can either come into the location or you can join via Zoom. The Zoom link is listed on the agenda, which is on the Granicus portal of the city's website. And there's also a phone number if you want to go by phone, and that is 1-646-828-7666. And the access code tonight is 161-599-2759. We ask that if you do want to speak on an item, that you use the raise hand function in the bottom center of the Zoom app, or you can dial *9 just so we can know that the item that you want to speak on. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Clerk, do we have anyone online listening in, or?
Mr. Chairman, it looks like there is one person.
Okay, good. Well, then, if that person asks to be recognized, please interrupt me, and otherwise I'll just keep going because there's no one here in the audience.
I will.
It's going to be a quick meeting anyway. We've only got a couple of items. Number 2, the approval of the minutes of the last meeting. All those in favor, opposed, so voted. Number 3A, communication to the city manager, transmitting information relative to sidewalk rehab project. This we had in committee a couple times and held it. And number B, we'll do them together, transmitting information, communication relative to the selection of local street resurfacing rehab projects for fiscal years 27 to 28. This is something that we get every 2 years on a regular basis, usually at this time of the year. This year, the item coming through the manager's agenda was a couple weeks late, so we had to do this separate meeting to make sure that we got it done before the end of the term, as it's done in previous years historically. First of all, I'm going to ask a question of DPW Commissioner, since he is here tonight. Commissioner, when these streets are chosen for resurfacing, the work that's being done underground, as in gas connection, gas work, utility work, and your department with the water work, water and sewer, when you've identified some of these streets to be worked on, what is the timeline and what is the process for those? Is there a way of moving those along? Because, for example, on the ones from District 3, there was one there that I know is in desperate need of repair that we've talked about for a long time. And I know it's listed as something that has some water work to be worked on, from what I remember. So what is the timeline, and are those jobs funded, or are they something that needs to be advocated to fund, or are they just a matter of pushing it along on the schedule?
Through you, Mr. Chairman, because these streets were selected, we will have our own internal folks look at the need for any water, sewer, or drainage on them. And if they can be prioritized, we will do that. We will also work with our partners in the private industry, National Grid, Eversource, Verizon, if there are any utility repairs that they need to make, and we'll ask them to prioritize those. But certainly, if we have the ability, we will prioritize our own infrastructure improvements as much as possible.
Okay. Mr. Raleigh, any comments? I know you received the selections as recommended from the district councilors, of which you've got 3 here at the table this evening, but the other district councilors, I believe, sent their recommendations along too, and I think we're ready to act on them accordingly, unless there's any discussion on the items to recommend to the council to take all those recommendations of the district councilors.
Mr. Chair, so I believe we're ready to go ahead and vote on these, and I want to thank the committee for their input on this. as well as allowing the items to go together. I think that was helpful to have the streets and sidewalks go together so that we could reconcile some of the overlap there. So I
Right.
believe these lists are ready to vote on.
The only one that I had, another question was, there was one on the list in District 3 that we had originally chosen for sidewalk, and then we put it off for a street, because, well, we took it off the sidewalk list because we thought we'd pick it for the street, which meant that we'd get new sidewalks anyway. And then we found out it was one of these ones that DPW is going to have an awful lot of underground work coming up on it, so we put it to the side burner. Would picking it for sidewalks help at all, or?
Mr. Chair, so we actually did leave a portion of that. That was, I believe it was Park Terrace Road
Yeah,
that we were
right.
talking about.
Park Terrace Road.
There's the two different segments of Park Terrace Road are in very different condition. One of them needs full reconstruction. The other just needs preventative maintenance.
Yeah.
In that case, the sidewalks wouldn't normally be replaced because that's like the chip seal program we did last
Sure.
year. So we went ahead and left that
Okay,
portion
good.
on for sidewalks.
See, and that's one of the things that I've seen over the years, is so many times people put petitions in that say that they want to do the resurface a road or resurface a sidewalk. You know, I remember years ago, one of the first ones that I got was Dorchester Street, very long street, and they said, we want to resurface all the sidewalks on Dorchester Street. I said, gee, that's an awful lot. We didn't have enough money in the budget for that whole year just to do Dorchester Street. So I asked some of the community people, and they recommended, oh, well, this one is not that bad, and this one is, and I want to thank your department for going and taking that effort and breaking some of these down, because too many times, streets are chosen and work is already done where other streets that need to be chosen desperately, and sometimes by breaking those lists up or the work up into pieces, they're more cost-effective for the city and more effective for the residents. Councilor Pasillo or Councilor Merrill Carlson, any discussion? Councilor?
No, thank you, Mr. Chair. I just want to thank Commissioner Raleigh, Mr. Crane, and Commissioner Westerling for all your help with the streets. Thank you.
Okay. Councilor Merrill Carlson, all set? All right, so anyone online wants to be heard on this item? Mr. Clerk?
Mr. Chairman, not at this time.
Hearing none, we'll move on unless there's somebody raising their hand or something.
Oh, Mr. Chairman, no, not at this time. No one is raising their hand.
Okay. Then the motion would be to recommend approval to the entire city council. This will be sent over. It's under suspension under the tomorrow night's agenda, and we can move it to that. Motion to send it to the council with a recommendation to approve. Roll call.
Councilors Merrill Carlson? Yes. Pasillo?
Yes.
And Chairperson Councilor Russell.
Yes, and with that, this ends our term as of Public Works Committee, and I want to thank the administration for their support over the last 2 years and over the many years that I've been here in our work doing what we can do with the Public Works Committee. Motion to adjourn. All those in favor, opposed, so voted.